Choudhury, we value your insight. You're from a state where perhaps the impact of the CAA will be quite noticeable. We also remember how the first spark of violence was lit in Assam right after Parliament passed the CAA or the CAB, which was the Citizen Amendment Bill, and made it into a law. And that fire spread all across the north. So I want to ask you, in the light of all the facts that I have put forth, why would you continue to oppose a law which is based on the spirit of what Mr. Nehru argued for back in the day, what Indira Gandhi has already set into motion back in the day? Why, sir? Why would you do it? Why incite Muslims?
Rahul, first of all, very good evening to you and the fellow panelists out here and your viewers. You have presented some facts, no denying the facts out here. Let me also present some more hard facts to your knowledge. What was the necessity for the Citizenship Amendment Act in the first place to be announced? The main reason being that 20 lakh people had failed the NRC list in Assam. One of the main important reasons for their failing was that they could not prove their citizenship in Assam. Majority of them, surprisingly, have turned out to be Hindus, and most of them are Bengali-speaking Hindus, wherein a minuscule minority out of the 20 lakhs were Muslims out here. Now, let me take back to the 1985 Accord of the Assam Accord signed between Rajiv Gandhi and the Assam Gana Sangram Parishad at that time, now known as the political party of Assam Gana Parishad, and the Assam Students Union, wherein we saw the cutoff date was 21st of March 1971. So whoever came into India prior to the date were accorded Indian citizenship as per the Indian law or the Indian Citizenship Act as of Assam Accord. Now why I say that CAA is a discriminatory as well as a myopic law in the eyes of Indian secular constitution. Now what does the CAA aim to achieve? It aims to achieve the citizenship for those Hindus who have left out in the NRC and discriminates against those Muslims who might have been come on the same route. I'm not telling what was the reason of their migration, because as of now, 1.31 crores Hindus are still there in Bangladesh. Now, are you giving an open invitation to these Hindus in Bangladesh to come to India because we are the protectors of Hindu religion out here of the world? We want to project ourselves at the Rakhwala of the Hindus all around the world. Now, coming to the main point out here, 2023, there were 32,000 puja pandals, Durga Puja pandals in Bangladesh. Now, can I suggest or can I ask you that these 32,000 pandals, if the Hindus were discriminated, would have been possible in an Islamic country like Bangladesh, a narrow-minded country like Bangladesh or Pakistan? Now, I'll cite you another example from Bengal. Our honorable MP, Shantanu Thakur, is an MP from West Bengal. He was born in 1982, but his fathers came to India prior to after 1971. By that logic, he does not have an Indian citizenship. How did he come to be an Indian member of parliament? That is the basic question. Now, hardly I believe some 14 lakh people are there in Pakistan Hindus, some 40 or 100 people are there in Afghanistan. The law should not have been based on discrimination. Rather, it should have been come on, first come, first serve basis. This is the cutoff.
Okay.
India claiming, one last point, sir. India claiming to be a Vishwaguru, couldn't he have taken his foreign office into convincing Bangladesh for the security of the Hindus in Bangladesh, or giving an open invite for the Bangladeshi Hindus to come to India, a 1.31 crore. We have failed to even provide their houses to the Kashmiri Pandits as of now, and we are talking to provide citizenship to somebody who is persecuted in a different country. This is all very wrong, discriminatory and myopic in my view.
Okay, in your view. I'm glad you attached that suffix. First things first, sir. Your first point was not a hard fact. It was based on an assumption that the NRC led to the identification of X amount of people, this, that, the other, so the government decided to bring in the CA. That is an assumption That is not proven by facts. It is certainly not. One second. Now let me finish, sir, please. Now let me finish. You are no. 1 second, sir. 1 second. 1 second. I'm just making 4 points. I've noted them down, sir. You are breaking my chain of thought. I just want to, before I bring in Dr. Ranganathan, I just want to say, viewers, the first was an assumption. It could be true. It could be false. That is not a hard fact. So let's first set that aside. The second point he makes, viewers, is that, oh, you're going to allow all Bangladeshi Hindus into this country. He quoted the number, crores. Now, viewers, if you saw the hard facts, you will realize that there is no question of being swamped because there is a cut-off date. Anyone residing in this country before the 31st of December 2014, they are already here. They are not in Bangladesh, viewers. They are already here. It is only to expedite their citizenship, not people who are still there. Now, you could argue that why has the cap been placed? You can ask for that. If you want to be so protective of minorities in Pakistan, Bangladesh, etc., why have a cap? Allow them in tomorrow. And what is wrong, viewers? This same Congress party bats for the Rohingya Muslims to come here and settle. And they give them all sorts of privileges. But they have a problem with Hindus coming here. Viewers, that's the second point I want to make. The third point, this whole business of, oh, it is discriminatory. No, viewers, it is not. I have already quoted the statistics. Muslims from anywhere in the world can come and seek refuge. They may not get asylum status because we have not signed on to the international conventions. But they can certainly live here, prove that they've been living here for 12 years, and then in due process get their citizenship. Many Muslims have got it, many Pakistani Muslims have got it, including a great singer who is known by his song, Lift Kara De. The only thing that needs to be lifted, viewers, today, out of the mire are the Congress's dark arguments. And fourthly, Kashmiri Pandits, viewers, they say, have not been given a home because, viewers, they are shot to death, targeted. It's got nothing to do with anything, but they will not admit to that fact. Nonetheless, viewers, I just wanted to bring these facts out. Dr. Ranganathan, what do you make of the arguments that the Congress is making, which I will tell you will lead to another one of those episodes that we saw and witnessed?
Good evening, Rahul, and good evening to my fellow panelists. If what you say is true, then I congratulate Narendra Modi and his government because finally, as I have said before, spine always grows in the back that is against the wall. And for too long, at least for 4 years, our backs have been against the wall. And when I say our, I mean persecuted Hindus around the world. The time has come for the CAA to be notified. And although it's been 3 or 4 years, as you mentioned, it does rekindle and it's a bit difficult to recollect everything. But let me just give out a few facts there, Rahul. The CAA, I believe, and I've always believed, is morally just because of these following reasons. Number one, these border countries are Islamic republics, and therefore Muslims are not the minority. CAA is about India granting citizenship to those who are persecuted because they are not followers of the majority religion of Pakistan, Bangladesh, and Afghanistan. Two, it is a fact that India was divided on the basis of religion. It's a fact. Muslims could choose a home, and 75 million did. They chose Pakistan, a nation created for Muslims. But India wasn't created for Hindus. Post-partition in 1951, Muslim population share in India was 9%. Today it is 16%, some say even 20%. And what of the Hindus in West Pakistan? They were 16% in 1948. Then 1.6% in 1951, and today they are just 1.5%. And Hindus in East Pakistan, now Bangladesh, they were 23% in 1951, 15% in 1974, and today they are 7 to 8%. So in India, minority population share has grown, while minority population share in Pakistan and Bangladesh has decreased, dwindles, with millions persecuted, converted, killed. Where would the Indic people and Christians go? Three, my only disagreement with the bill or the act is that atheists, apostates, and heretics all condemned viciously in Islam, and therefore in the Islamic Republic of Pakistan should also have been included. It doesn't make sense to include all persecuted Muslims in Muslim majority nations. Should we now open our doors to 200 million Shia Muslims persecuted by the Sunni Muslims in Pakistan or elsewhere? Number 4, CAA is about granting citizenship, not asylum.